Israel has launched a series of airstrikes today against the Gaza Strip and killed one of Hamas's top military commanders. This action has been long in the making. It has built up since at least the start of last week, when Hamas launched a series of missile and rocket strikes against Israel. This set the stage for Israel to carry out preemptive attacks, because Israel is going to have an election next year and it doesn't want Hamas to escalate attacks from Gaza on its civilian population, thus performing some sort of atrocity that would affect the voting. What we will see in the days hence is hard to predict. The situation has been volatile for a long time. The Middle East is in turmoil. There is no honest broker who can step in and tell Israel to back down. I think America has its own troubles. It's just after President Obama has been elected, but he is currently immersed in a very damaging scandal involving some of the very top names in his military and security CIA services. So it's very hard to see President Obama being able to bring the force of argument and American pressure to bear that would be necessary to get Israel to restrain its actions at this time. These attacks do have an effect. People say that when you cut off one snake's head, then 4 or 5 others, Hydra-like, emerge. But they do have an effect. Hamas is not the organization that it was several years ago. It is an organization that has been more restrained and is only now coming out of its shell. So there is a benefit to Israel to being able to do this. It makes Hamas think twice about what it's doing. It makes it question its own operational security, and it makes it weigh up the value of attacks. So they do work, but they're not going to end the problem. Israel has an election coming up. It's going to be an election in which Benjamin Netanyahu is looking to extend his mandate, probably from what is but now around 3 years into 6-7 years. So it's very, very crucial for him. If there were attacks coming from the Gaza Strip day in, day out during the election campaign, Mr. Netanyahu would lose ground. Others would try to capitalize on that, and the opposition would want to say that Mr. Netanyahu didn't have the answers to Israel's security. It is his foremost claim that he is the person able to deliver security for Israel. I think we're going to see more attacks. Israel could be prepared to send in a ground invasion. A ground invasion would perform the task of pushing back Hamas, and it would give Israel a cordon of security over the next 3 to 4 months, while internally its politicians go up and down the country campaigning to have a regular, normal election as they do in any other Western democracy.